Now I'm going to show you this particular trash pull for no other reason than to show you why pugs suck at communicating. The healer and the 3 DPS had all snuck around and completely skipped this pull, and then the tank pulled it when we were all almost to the next room. But it was okay because, as I mentioned previously, our holy priest was pretty much a baller. And I'm really good at healing myself. Not to toot my own horn or anything. Anyway, fast forward us to the next boss, Judoka Shadow Burner? I don't know. He does a burning shadow bolt, which should be interrupted. His main ability, though, is Invocation of Flames, where he's going to summon an ad that all the DPS need to switch to, because if the ad gets to its focused target, it will blow up, causing a massive amount of AoE damage. When you get Judoka down to about 15%, which doesn't really take very long, he'll then scream at Valiona to catch him. For some odd reason, Valiona does, but then basically it's like, yeah, if you happen to kill them, I'm killing you. And so when Valiona joins the fight, there's a couple of new abilities you have to be aware of. First is that swirly white pile of goo that she puts on the ground. It does a slow and it does some damage. She also does her Devouring Flames ability, which she also uses in Bastion of Twilight. Frontal Cone, Flame Breath. Stay out of it. It hurts. And other than that, she doesn't gain, or rather, there aren't any new mechanics to worry about. Judoka still summons invocations, and I believe he spams Fireball on whoever he feels like. Once Valiona gets down... Oh yeah, she also inexplicably only has like 4 million health, because it's a heroic. Once Valiona gets down to, I believe it's about 15 or 20%, she tells Judoka to fuck off and leaves. And then you finish killing him. Alright, so now I've skipped us ahead again to the last couple of trash pulls before the last boss. These guys really don't do anything special. They do a Drain Life ability. They also do an ability called Umbral Mending when they're near death that needs to be interrupted so they don't heal themselves, because mobs that heal themselves are bad. Also, I'd like to note the last trash pull before this. Our lack of CC did come back to bite us a little bit. Tank pulled. Tank died. Shaman and Hunter tanked the rest of the pull. Holy Priest proved his awesomeness once again. Oh yeah, and Zoranthus helped. Alright, so now we've reached the final boss in Batol. He's a two-phase fight with a couple of wrinkles. And I'll wait until we decide what we're going to do about the ads to tell you what he does. Okay, so basically, in Phase 1, this guy has 3 main abilities. Ability number 1 is called Binding Shadows, which he'll cast on a random target, which basically sticks them to the ground and does a dot. Needs to be dispelled so the person can move. He also does cast Feeble Body on the tank and punts the tank across the room. The main thing is the tank needs to not reflexively run back to the boss after being punted, because the debuff will cause massive amounts of problems. And his third ability is called Shadow Gale, where he basically does this whirlwind shadow storm of death, where you basically have to stand in the eye of the storm or die. It sucked for me because he was out of melee range for all but the last Shadow Gale. And the other thing that you find in this fight is the summoning of Faceless Guardians. On Heroic, on Reg he only summons 1, on Heroic he summons 2. It's essential that they get killed right away, because otherwise they start doing bad things, not the least of which is healing the boss. And anyway, after the first ad phase, it's rinse, wash, and repeat. I'll let you watch the rest of our kill, and hopefully you feel my pain as I run away from the boss and cast Lightning Bolt on him, because I'm an enhancement shaman and I'm good at that. And thanks for watching.